do you got there, Gramps?
Early Christmas. A few hours ago, I was roaming the glacier using the crevasse radar. No magnetometrics or anything. Suddenly, the thing starts bleeding. It breaks. Went outside. Found myself on the edge of the nastiest crevasse ever.
Holy shit!
And that's not even the hairiest part. Glanced down, and there it was. Deep in the hole, a bubbling pool of crude oil. Again, no transient electromagnetics, tellurics, or anything. Just stumbled on it. So I figured there's more to the story. Tied myself to the six-wheeler's winch, and went down.
You fucking went down the crevasse? Alone? And with that trunk of yours?
Yes, Tully, I bloody went all the way. Let's say I had a hunch of an old oil wizard, did some surface sampling, looked around, and found these.
Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Alpha Polaris. Sorry. I guess another video of Alpha Polaris. Today we're going to try and figure out how to move that damn polar bear. Sorry, allergies are kicking in. Always happens this time of year. Well, twice a year. It sucks. Anyways, we're going to try and figure out what the hell we need to do to move this stupid polar bear, because, yeah. Apparently, I can't tie a rope to it. I mean, animal rights activists probably don't like me about that, tie a rope to a polar bear, but, I mean, have you ever met one in person? They will tear your face off, and they don't care about your life. Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't agree with animal abuse, guys. But apparently we can't hook that up. So yeah, that's a thing. So we're gonna have to try and find something that we can use, and I'm thinking maybe it's in the garage here, because the garage, oh, your brush. Sorry. So let's try and figure out what we can use for this, because I'm really unsure. Like I said, this game has like extreme Thing vibes about it. It's reminding me so much of the Thing. So obviously there's nothing here that we need to use for that. That. Is there anything over here? Excuse me. To cage. Let's talk to Tully, because maybe that is what it is. We need the...
What do you think? I've got nothing to add. You be the
Alright, so... Now, let me check. Because this is kind of bugging me. I want to get this moving, so maybe there's something I'm missing. That's probably something I know, or I've walked by like 100 times. Okay, so it says the ratchet strap. So it was in plain sight. Oh my god. And I did walk by it, so. Now rope. No. Okay, so. There we go.
Eula Petroleum's gonna love her.
We are not. We need to do what we can to help her.
I'm gonna go take a leak.
So. All right. Now I think that's good for that. All right. Perfect. Now I'm assuming pressing shift doesn't make him run. Was worth a try. Oh, we still need to do antibiotics on him. Okay. So you're telling me I shouldn't have...
Make some room. Sample's coming. Rude. Pretty brisk weather out there. Leave no skin exposed.
What do you got there, Gramps?
Early Christmas. A few hours ago, I was roaming the glacier using the crevasse radar. No magnetometrics or anything. Suddenly, the thing starts bleeding. It breaks. Went outside. Found myself on the edge of the nastiest crevasse ever.
Holy shit!
And that's not even the hairiest part. Glanced down, and there it was. Deep in the hole, a bubbling pool of crude oil. Again, no transient electromagnetics, tellurics, or anything. Just stumbled on it. So I figured there's more to the story. Tied myself to the six-wheeler's winch, and went down.
You fucking went down the crevasse? Alone? And with that trunk of yours?
Yes, Tully, I bloody went all the way. Let's say I had a hunch of an old oil wizard, did some surface sampling, looked around, and found these.
Huh. Looks like a pelt and bones.
It was a sacrificial site of some kind.
Eyebrow. It's human.
Yes, there were plenty of body parts down there, but I didn't want to stick my nose any deeper than I already had. What do you think, Rose?
This is a significant find. The symbols look like some sort of elaborate writing, but it's not really my field. I have a few paleoanthropologist contacts in Bergen. We could reach them through the Thule station.
Maybe, but let's not be hasty here. The find could mean big bucks for all of us, so let's not draw any unnecessary attention to it. Tully?
Right on, Gramps. Last time I checked, we were on an oil research station, not some fancy university.
Yes, because that's a smart idea.
You are not going to believe this. Euler himself is coming here.
Bob? They're sending Bob?
No, much worse.
No.
I'll be in my room.
What the hell was that?
Alistair Euler, the son of the company founder, is coming here. I've known Bob a long time. In this case, the apple has landed far off.
Oh, he sure got the Ice Queen ticked off.
You have some mutual together.
I'm going out for a smoke. You joining? Gramps?
No, thank you. I'll reward myself with a couple of sandwiches.
Viking?
No, thanks. I'm trying to quit. If I'm not going to be allowed to contact a real expert, I'll examine those bones myself.
Knock yourself out.
First, we got to give that.
You do know what your oil find means for Greenland, don't you?
Yes, it'll bring in money to the local people, thus giving them tools for pursuing their independence.
It'll also have a severe effect on the ecology, not to mention global climate problems.
What do you want me to do, Rune? I'm an old guy. For once, I found something worthwhile. Anyway, I suggest you take a look out of your window before going to sleep. There should be powerful aurora in the sky tonight.
Before we examine those, that polar bear needs our undivided attention. Yeah, we put it in a cage, but it's for its own good. Even though those things are evil, I don't quite literally chase you for miles. Yeah, she'll bite my hands off. So I'm gonna have to knock her out again. It's interesting. Polar bears sound a lot like how humans used to hunt their prey. Okay, I guess I don't need to... I'll just look at these then. Fine. That... Like, I don't know if this is like a bear hide or human leather. I mean, okay, that just is the weirdest thing to say, human leather. Like, oh, first antibiotic shot tonight. Okay, makes sense. So we wait for her to sleep, and we don't need to knock her out. Okay. Oh. Yeah, no, like I was saying, the polar bears, like, on how they hunt, really sound like how humans used to hunt back in when, kind of like the Stone Age kind of thing, like prehistoric humans. They'd like literally chase their prey down, and because of our... One thing that sets us apart from other animals is that we sweat. Like dogs and other mammals. Excuse me. They pant. So that they'll run, and then they'll stop to pant and cool themselves down. Meanwhile, tiring themselves out. We basically, like... It's what makes humans kind of terrifying, is because we will chase our prey down until exhaustion, or used to chase our prey down to exhaustion, except I have to stop to... Oh God, I hate allergies, sorry. There we go. We would chase them down to exhaustion, to the point where they just literally could not run anymore, and we would literally kill them and eat them. Now, could you imagine being the animal in that situation, running from a predator and thinking you lost it, and then, you know, you run for an hour, let's say, and you think you lost that predator, and you're sitting there resting. Next thing you know, here comes that predator just walking up to you. You run off again, and this keeps happening until you just can't run anymore. You're too tired to run, you can't do nothing, and here they come. They kill you and they eat you. That would be terrifying, which is why humans are subjectively terrifying, I find. That and the only other animal that we have that, I guess, they don't really hunt like that, but the only other predator that was that efficient, or close to being that efficient, we tamed. I mean, dogs were the closest thing to us in terms of hunting, and we tamed them. It's kind of beautiful. Also, I love dogs too. But polar bears, they sound like they really do sound like us in that sense. Like, I mean, they will chase you down. Doesn't matter how far, they will just keep chasing you, and once they have your scent, they are chasing you. Like, you can hop on a snowmobile. They'll still chase you, and that snowmobile, once it runs out of fuel, it'll still be coming after you, and you can't outrun those things. No way in hell. And they're not the type that'll, like, kill you instantly. They will eat you from the bottom up. And imagine that they'll start from a very tender area between your legs and eat you through there all the way up, and you will die from blood loss. Not from them actually firsthand, like, snapping your neck or something. Worst way to go. So, I mean, apparently the best way, your best chance in that scenario is taking all your clothes off in the middle of the tundra and hoping hypothermia gets you before it does. And that, to me, is terrifying. Another reason why I don't want to visit the Great White North of Canada. I live in Canada, but I don't want to visit that far up. Let the Inuit deal with polar bears. Poor guys.
Ah, rude.
Not like they probably see polar bears all the time.
Did you see my new mascot?
I did, but how long is she going to stay in that cage? That's it.
I'm not gonna keep her.
What's the problem?
Infected jaw. Dooley will probably agree to send in a vet.
That's a ballsy move, you know, to capture a polar bear.
What are you working on?
Right now, my main field of expertise is sandwich.
Did you say the artifacts were in a cave, not in the bottom of the crevasse?
A glacial cave beneath the ice, yes. It was deep beneath the surface. Not a very pleasant place. But don't start getting any weird ideas about academic investigations or anything. I found it and I'll dedicate it to hunting black gold.
I understand you have a long work history in the Arctic.
Too long, my friend. Too long. I've seen all kinds of creatures in here. All kinds of jaunty fellows.
But it is weird that for such a vicious killing machine that the polar bear is, we like to make it look cute in Coca-Cola commercials when they're the furthest thing
What
from
are you
cute.
about to find?
When are you gonna get it
Well,
on,
they are cute, but
Inuit princess, huh?
not so cute when they're trying to murder you.
Don't tell me you haven't tried.
Me? Hell no. A cold and bitter creature that woman is. An ice princess. She was working in Thule before this, right? The word is that they had to transfer her to keep a horde of ogling corporate losers away. Like the Eula guy she was mad about. And that she enjoyed the hassle an awful lot, too. Just take a number, pal.
Okay, that's enough. I have things to do.
But if you need some advice about Inuit women in general, you are now talking to the Eskimo champ.
Right.
My point is that she'll eat you alive. She's done it before.
He's not wrong, though. The Inuits in Canada are a tough breed of people.
Al. Nova, are you alright?
No, not
You know, if you need any assistance, I've got some quality razor blades.
You're a real friend, but I think I just need some rest.
Yeah.
Good night.
Never bring up, like, oh, hey, when they're upset, never bring up, like, a date. Because it makes you feel or sound a little too clingy. Let them, I don't know. My idea is letting them come to you. I may be wrong on that. Let them know that you're there and that you care. But when it comes down to it, like, don't push like a date or anything. I want to check on that polar bear to see how she's doing. They are beautiful creatures, don't get me wrong. These things, like, polar bears are beautiful animals. I think all animals are beautiful. Even the animals I eat. But, yeah. It's just amazing how nature works. Yeah, that cage, no good for that thing. But mind you, in this circumstance, probably the best thing for it. I don't know. I don't like seeing animals suffer. That would kill me. Even like hunting and that. And like the slaughter of animals. I don't think they deserve to suffer. Yes, I do like eating meat, but I do not agree with the suffering of an animal. I'm the type of person like, if you can't... Okay, I don't know. They don't need to suffer, and it's inhumane to let them suffer. I mean, I'd expect the same treatment for myself. But I only eat chicken and fish because, one, I hate birds. Just to me, they're one of the worst animals. I don't know. Sorry, it sounds bad, but I don't like them one bit. So it's like, whatever. I don't. And I can snap a chicken's neck, no problem. Sounds cruel, but, you know, I could take a chicken out. Like, and I still think with chickens, take them out ASAP. Don't let them suffer. Like, I don't think that they deserve to suffer still, even though I don't like birds in the very least. And fish, I don't know. They're not the most adorable creatures out there. Okay, I think I need to... It's not running smoothly, so I don't know. Maybe it's something in the settings I did in the very beginning. Oh. So it looks like these aren't the only fossils that we've found. How horrible would that be? Sleeping in a tent in a building. like where you work. Anywho, I think that about concludes this episode, or this video. Next one, we're going to figure out what we do with these fossils, and we'll progress the story in that sense. Thank you all for joining me. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and the bell icon to be notified when my videos go up. And smash that like button. Or the dislike button, whichever you choose. But thank you all for joining me, and have a great day.